Hi, my name is Emily Iannelli, and I am type 1 diabetic. This is my insulin pump. I went into a diabetic coma back in June of last year. I was on a ventilator for 10 days. I have no recollection of it, but I learned since going to my doctors that I almost died, and I'm very lucky to be alive. But it's been a tough road for me because I have to redo everything. Um, I wasn't really all that in the know with how I eat. I didn't realize the dangers that certain foods pose to your health. I never really had to worry about it, but now I do. Having diabetes is no joke. It's very scary, and I have the severe form as type 1 diabetic. Um, I always thought that type 1 diabetes was something that you acquired in your childhood. I didn't realize that it affects everybody at all different types of ages. So I've learned that I am type 1 diabetic, and basically I'm type 1 because my pancreas does not produce insulin, hence I'm insulin dependent. And I started with using a syringe and a vial, and I would inject into my abdomen with the syringe. And then I graduated to the pen, and I would also do that into my abdomen. But my blood sugar was not being regulated uh, to my benefit. So after many conversations with my doctors and going through insurance for approval, luckily I was approved for the pump. And now I live with the pump, and the insulin flows through the tubing that's connected to the catheter that gets inserted into my abdomen. So this produces, or there's a little vial that goes in here. It's a little tube, and the insulin goes in from the vial, and then the insulin flows from that to the through the tubing into the catheter entrance into my bloodstream, and that regulates my blood sugars through that. So I'm very much dependent on this, and I need to use this at all times. I need to carry batteries with me, and I need to make sure that I have insulin on hand. Uh, I always need to make sure that I'm getting the insulin, and this is on autopilot now, so the insulin is flowing all day and all night, and it will stop if my blood sugar goes too low, and it will increase if my blood sugar is high. And I also have to bolus, which means before each meal, I have to make sure I measure my carbohydrates, even if it's just estimated. And I enter that into this, and it will calculate the amount of insulin I need, and then I will hit enter, so it will flow that amount of insulin through the tubing into my bloodstream. So it's gone to this, it's come to this. I have no choice. It's basically what I need to survive, and I take it very serious. I also am working on eating healthier. Uh, it's a wake up call for me, and I'm progressing. I do have bouts of dizziness, and I do pretty much stay at home most of the time. I go out, with my son and friends occasionally. I try to do some athletic things to try to lose weight and, to keep my body going. I enjoy sports like baseball and bowling. Swimming is hard now because I have to have a pump, and I really can't go without that insulin flow for more than an hour. So for me to disconnect all this and then reconnect, it's a hassle. But that's really the only way I can go swimming, is I'd have to disconnect and then reconnect in my car, which is hard to do. So I miss that. I miss the swimming. I can go to the beach and just walk by the shore and not go swimming. So that's kind of something I miss. But I'm pretty much living my life, and this helps me, you know. Um, but, I have to really stay focused and work on getting better. And only I can do that. I have the help of my doctors. I have a coach that helps me with the pump. She's a coach for people with diabetes. And I'm just trying to manage and do the best I can under these difficult circumstances. Thank you.